What is up? What is up? Welcome to the SWEATBOX Sunday NFL edition, Week 11, November the 16th. I'm your host, Rex Byers. Welcome in. How are things? What's up? Coin toss is coming here shortly. A set of 7 NFL games in the 1 o'clock Eastern window. I'll be monitoring who gets the ball first in all those and try to chart those accordingly. Green Bay is in the Meadowlands to face the Giants, who will be led by Jameis Winston, creating this as a must-see game. G-Men plus 7.5, 42.5 the total of G-Men a play for us with Winston in there. In addition, the Packers running the wrong way lately. Tampa and Buffalo, Bills laying 6.5 at home, 45.5 the total. A game that's gone up a little bit as well. Cincinnati's in Pittsburgh to play the Steelers. Do like the Bengals a little bit, plus 5.5, 48 the total there. Houston is at Tennessee. 5 on top for Houston and 37 the total. Davis Mills will get the go for Houston again at quarterback. Chicago is in Minnesota. They'll play the Vikings. Do like Minnesota a lot in this game. Lay 2.5. There is some 3 out there as well. 48 the total. Carolina is in Atlanta to play the Falcons. 4.5 out there. This is a revenge game for Atlanta, who lost 30-0 earlier this year in Charlotte. 41.5 the total. And the Chargers are in Jacksonville. 2.5 and 3 in this game. Total around 43 in Jacksonville. The Chargers are the favorite. So, coin tosses are here. I'm going to abstain from sweating them out. I'm just going to watch who's doing what as the games start to kick. And then I'll just chart them accordingly. I can always get the information about who defers and who chose to receive a little bit later today. Orchard Park, 39 degrees today. Feels like 26 with winds out of the west and northwest at 25 to 30 miles an hour. The ball is on the tee, and the Bucks are going to receive it. And we're underway. 6-3 Bucks, 6-3 Bills. That'll be the one game in the early window I have on the fast feed at M&T Bank Stadium. The rest of the games I'm on a little bit of a delay, as you know how it works. Fervently watching here at starts to see who gets the ball in all these games. Aditi Kikamwala is in Jacksonville today. Sarah Kustok is in Atlanta. Is that Melanie Collins up in Pittsburgh? East Rutherford, the ball's on the tee, 52 degrees. The wind is out of the northwest at 18 miles an hour. Christina Pink, it's on the sidelines in that one. These games are all going to kick at the same time. This is going to be a bus wreck. Let's see. It looks like the Bears have kicked to Minnesota. Falcons are back to receive. That means the Panthers will kick. You've got the Chargers receiving. That means the Jags kicked. Carolina's, yeah. Okay, so Carolina's kicking. In Nashville, 62 degrees with a 10-mile-an-hour wind. Pretty pleasant day for football. The Packers, the ball's on the tee, and they're kicking to the Giants. Let's see. The Titans kicked off to Houston. And that leaves Pittsburgh and Cincinnati. And it looks like the DK Metcalf's on the field and having some words with the Bengal defender. And that means the Bengals have kicked. So, the kickoffs, if you guys want to chart for second half purposes, Green Bay, these teams all kicked. Green Bay, Buffalo, Cincinnati, Tennessee, Chicago, Carolina, Jacksonville, all kicked off. The 7 games that are underway now on the 1 p.m. Eastern slate, NFL Sunday, Week 11. Let's rock and roll. No points so far. The Bucs are on the move into Buffalo territory at the 41. First down, they've got a clock moving there. That's the game I'll be ahead of everybody on. I do have a fast feed there from the CBS local affiliate in Las Vegas. That's our one game in the early window. Seattle and the Rams and the Chiefs Broncos will be in the 2 late game windows for me here locally. What do we have going on? Long pass incomplete by Houston. Davis Mills. Total in the 37 range there in Nashville. Somewhat of an indictment of the Titans defense continuing to try to play hard and the offense being completely inept. Mayfield drops back and fires it complete. Short gain there. Pittsburgh out past midfield with DK Metcalf. The Rams are going to go, the Chargers are going to go 3 and out against Jacksonville. Jameis Winston, grip it and rip it, baby. This is fun. Jameis Winston is without a doubt my favorite player in football. I think it's been that way for years. Not just because I'm a Florida State fan. It's because this guy is exciting. He will throw the ball to the wrong team, and that's the reason why he hasn't been playing this year. But he certainly deserves a chance. Talent-wise, there's no doubt in my mind that he can get it done. And his personality is unmatched. Oh, we got a fumble by the Bucs. No. The back judge is coming in and saying incomplete. He's pointing incomplete altogether, so no fumble. Incomplete pass. Texans are out to past midfield. They converted on 3rd and long, looks like. 3rd and 14, Falcons. Penix back. He's trying to buy as much time as he can. Finally fires it downfield. But out of bounds. Incomplete. They'll have to punt. Vikings 3rd and short here against the Bears on their first drive. Steelers are in the Bengal 30, 25, 20. We got a kick. Like Antonio Brown. Warren tries to drop kick somebody. He'll take this all the way inside the red zone. The Bucs are going to challenge this complete pass. I don't know, man. That's a tough call. I think that's the right challenge because if it's ruled a completion, then it's a first down because he's probably down by contact. But I don't know, man. The fact that he didn't complete the process, for me, it's going to probably be incomplete's probably the correct call. Giants, first down. Yeah, here we go. G-Mid. Jameis Winston, my guy. I love this. I want to rename the SWEATBOX to the Jameis. J-Boo. J-Boo wins. Steelers didn't take long to ram it right down the field and score. Kenneth Gainwell is into the painted area, which in Pittsburgh, not much paint's on the field. At least the field, I'll give him credit, that seems like it's in okay shape given the fact that there was a college game there yesterday. G-Men, right down the field and in. Devin Singletary bangs it home. And the Giants have taken an early lead at the Meadowlands against the Packers. What's going on? Let's see. Nothing. No, not still commercial in Buffalo. Uh, the Bucks decided to punt. Turned into not a bad decision. Inside the 5. About a 30, 35, 36-yard net. Houston, long field goal perhaps coming. We got a penalty on the Titanicals that's going to give them a first down. I think that the field goal comes off the board. So the field goal hits the upright and no good, but they got first and goal now because of the personal foul. What a horseshit call! That they need to change that. Kickers and offenses get every break in the book already. Looks like McCarthy got popped pretty good there, but he missed Jefferson, and the Vikings, I think, are going to punt. Young, first down on 4th and 2, and the Panthers are in the red zone. Bucks have a first and goal. I don't know what happened. It looks like a turnover, obviously. The first play or two of the Buffalo drive, there's a turnover. Jordan Love brings the Packer offense out into the field, down 7-0. Man, that call against Tennessee was terrible. Williams rolling around. There is a flag. There's another flag. Decides to throw it away. Going to almost for sure be a hold. I'm not even sure if you take that if you're the Vikings. They're inside the 10. It's only going to be about a 5-yard penalty. Set up 3rd and forever. 2nd and goal. Mills' pass is incomplete. 3rd and goal now at about the 4. Oh, it was Allen. Tried to throw a kind of a sloppy pass with the backhanded or with his left hand, intercepted by the Bucks. So that's how they have it down here at the 5. 3rd and goal now for Tampa. Clock moving. 9 minutes to go in the quarter. Mayfield out of the gun. One back to the left. Trips right. Plenty of time. Fires it. Oh, incomplete. Little bit high. Could have been caught. It would have been a really tough play for Egbuka. And they're going to have to settle for a field goal attempt. Panthers 1st and goal at the 4. As they convert again. Young is gobbled up for a sack behind the back to 12. Field goal is good. Tampa 3-0. They're on the board. It's going to be 3rd and goal from about the 9. Packers to Jacobs out in the flat. He takes it, makes a man miss, and big gain for Green Bay into Giants territory. It's like they had another penalty on the Falcons. Is that why they got the downs reset? It turns into a touchdown for Tet McMillan, the rookie from Arizona. And the Panthers, after beating Atlanta 30-0 at home the first meeting this season, are now leading them 7-0 in Atlanta. Falcons laying 4.5 today at most places at kickoff. Down to the 2. 9 minutes to go in the quarter, and the Titans have stopped them again for the time being. Kirk was short there. Will they go for it? Mills is still out there. Chargers are into Jacksonville territory on their second drive. Second down, maybe about 6 for Greg Roman's offense to operate. Got him. Sacked back at the 15. And the Titans hold him twice after the refs cheated him once. They stop him again, and Tennessee takes over on downs. Big return here on the kickoff for the Bills. He might take this all the way back past the 35 of Tampa. No flags that we see for now. Great start to the second drive after Allen's interception on the first play of the last drive. Boy, that's Mills' awareness on that play was just next to zero. Obviously, there was a blitzing backer through the A gap, but still, you got to be able to see that, at least make the guy miss somehow. Bengals. Chase Brown, first down into Pittsburgh territory. Sort of expecting points there today. The total only at 48 was probably the biggest surprise. Oh, 3rd and 7. The Vikings try to hit a Addison over the middle on a post. Just over his fingertips. Probably catchable. Probably could have been better thrown. Both things can be true. Oh, man. Wheel route. Caught. Touchdown. There is a flag on the play. T. Higgins catches it. And it's going to count. Penalty will be against the Steelers. 5:10 to go in the first. Bengals an extra point away from tying things up there. Each team off to touchdowns on offense in that one. Third and 4 for the Bills here. Green Bay 3rd and 11. I guess Love's pass to Jacobs was considered a run because it shows Love's stats as 0 for 2 for now 1 for 3 for -1 yard. Love buys time, fires. This one's dropped. Oh, man. Romeo Doubs. Probably the best weapon the Packers have. But that's been an issue. No, boy, yeah, that's got to be caught. 4th and 4, but the Bills convert. And they'll keep the ball into the red zone now. Penalty on the extra point, so the Bengals decided to go for 2, and Brown behind center. Nope. 7-6 Pittsburgh. Ooh. One doing a 30-yard catch for Penix. That'll move it into Carolina territory. Buffalo 2nd and 11. Quick pass in the backfield. That's caught and then fumbled by Johnson. David stripped him. He did recover his own fumble. Going to be about 2 yards short of the first down. And we got a touchdown for the Falcons. From the 4-yard line, it looks like Penix gave it to the back. Oh, my goodness. What a shoddy piece of tackling, but also a great piece of running. I think that's B. John Robinson. Bills. Allen does it with his legs and moves the sticks. 1st and goal, Buffalo. There's a commercial for Nespresso. I'm not even a coffee guy, and that looked good. Second and 1 for the Bills. Allen slant. Incomplete. 3rd and 1 at the 2. J-Boo back to work for the G-Men after the Green Bay punt. He'll start at his own 15, 8:10 to go in the first. Josh Allen bangs it in from the 2. And he gives it to his lineman to spike at 73. Touchdown Buffalo, 6-3, 4:09 to go in the first. Titans are losing one of their captains, Calvin Ridley, who's on the cart, going off. Probably the one offensive weapon that they could ill afford to lose most. Extra point for Buffalo, slides inside the left upright, 7-3. Penalty against the G-men, back them up to 1st and 17 at their own 7. Titans, first down, out past the 35. Trips right for the G-men on 2nd and 13. Winston fires quickly, gain of about 4. So they're getting these yards back a little bit at a time, but when you start at 1st and 17 after that penalty, it'd be a lot tougher. Forgive you for if I'm updating that game too much if you don't care. We have a big Giants bet, and I'm a huge Winston fan, so you combine those two things, you're going to get me having a little bit more of an eye on that one than probably I should, given the status of some other games and the stature of some other games today. Third and 9, Winston's pass is, oh boy, should have been picked. Deflected, knocked down. It's multiple guys had a chance to make a play. As it stands, the G-men will punt it. Boy, that's so ill-advised. Jesus. Oh. You get the whole experience with Jameis. Giants punt it down to the Green Bay 38. That's where they'll start, 6:15 left. Third and 2 for Pittsburgh. 3:30 to go, clock moving. Panthers have it back, 7-all at midfield. The run on 3rd and 2 is only going to get them 1 at the most. Be 4th and a long 1 for the Steelers. Hard for me to see them punting against the Bengal defense, but who knows? First down, Vikings down to the 33 on a catch by Jefferson from McCarthy. Big hole for the Vikes. Bang it down inside the 20, about to the 20, down to about the 17 for Jones. Pittsburgh does move the sticks on 4th and 1. Let's hang on here. Boy, that spot is incredible. They'll have to challenge that. There's no way that he had enough yards for the first down without even measuring. Yeah, the Bengals are going to challenge. I agree with it. I don't think that's even that close, to be honest with you. Oh, the ball came out. There's a fumble. Oh, I don't know if it is or not. I don't know. He's challenging on the guy that came in from his own sideline, which will be really tough for them to overturn. I think. I don't know. Anyways, Baker Mayfield and the Bucs offense is back in business after the Buffalo touchdown. He hits a receiver over the middle, and they take it out past midfield. Ridley ankle questionable for the Titanics. No score late in the first. Oh. So there's a commercial in Atlanta because Young was blitzed. The safety got him, sacked him, and has hurt him. He's still down on the field. Something to at least to obviously bear monitoring. It's going to be red rifle time, red rocket for the Panthers. Oh, 3rd and 6 for the Vikes. They tried to hit Jones, who was in single coverage against the linebacker just over his head. Probably could have caught it again. It probably could have been a better pass. Combination of both things again for McCarthy could have been true. Minnesota's going to have to settle for a field goal attempt. 1st and goal for the Jags. Toss, cut back, in. Last play of the first quarter, and the Jaguars are in for the touchdown. It comes from Tootin. Bashul Tootin. The Minnesota field goal is good. 2:10 to go in the first there. Vikings 3-0. Young's walking on his own power to the locker room. Got a reverse for the Packers. They're down into the Giants' territory here. Pretty big gain. 33 or so. Wow. So the call stands for the Steelers. It's a tough one just because it was a bad spot to begin with. You feel obligated to challenge there and try to steal possession back. Baker Mayfield inside the 30 on the last carry. We're going to get to the end of the first quarter. It'll be 2nd down after the Buffalo penalty. They were offsides. So Bills up 7-3. Tampa down near the red zone at the end of 1 in Orchard Park. First and 20, Love rolls. Goes right, gets smoked a little bit on the way out. Be second and about 16. They may take him out of the game. He took a pop right in the head. Just completely coincidental. Defender went kind of low, and Love kind of lowered his head at the same time. No, I take it back. It hit him in the shoulder. He's fine. Oh no, he's hurt. He got hit in the shoulder. So it wasn't his head, his shoulder, but he's whining. He might have got it popped out. He's out of the game. He's actually going to go to the locker room. No, he's going into the tent. Second and 16, and the Packers. Willis is the backup, and he's in the game, but they called timeout before they ran that play. They took a holding penalty on first down, so they had first and 20, got 4 of it back, so it's still second and 16. But Young and now Love are both currently out of the game for Carolina and Green Bay, respectively. Packers did call a timeout before the second and 16 play. The first angle that I was watching that live, or somewhat taped, whatever, it looked like that he got hit in the head. And then I saw the ref was kind of looking at him, and that was because he got hit in the shoulder. He was hurt. But I knew something didn't look right when he got hit. 3rd and 8 after the first play. Here's a draw. No, Willis keeps it. Good read. He's got a first down to the Giants' 15. 147, and the clock will move. Willis does bring that with his legs. He's not obviously nearly the passer. Titans' long field goal from 50 from slot is good. Titans have taken the lead against the Texans 3-0 late in the first quarter there. 1-8 against 4-5. Jacobs gets it for the Pack. He was in the tent. Love's actually going off now. So Love to the locker room. It's Willis's game for the time being. 13 plays, 50 yards, 7 minutes, 30 seconds off the clock there on Cam Ward's drive. And they did get points. Baker Mayfield on 2nd and 14 runs it to the right for about 5 yards. Gets out of bounds at maybe the 23. Be 3rd and 9. The Packers have ended up running the ball in all 8 of the plays on this drive, even though there have been some passes called. Or at least drops back to pass. Love got crunched and ended up having to take a injury hit. And Willis has had 2 chances to pass as well and hasn't done it. Clock inside of a minute here in the first quarter. Mayfield out of the gun, trips left, fires it to the back right on a little screen, caught. I think that's Irving. And he bangs his way for all the yardage needed. He's going to be right at the sticks. It was 3rd and 8 from the 11. He got right down to the 3. Willis rolls out, 2nd and 4 complete. Giants have a goal to go. I like the design and the concept there with the Bucs on that play, but he still was hit well short, and he just kind of, powered his way for the extra 2-3 yards needed. Good effort. Fourth and inches, they say, for the Bucs, so he didn't quite get there. Mayfield gun. Play fake. He's going to keep it. He's going to score. Touchdown. Baker Mayfield with his legs from 4 yards out. And he fires a dart right into the 20th row. Tampa taking the lead again, 9-7. 12 minutes to go in the first half. Point pending. Bengals did end up breaking serve against Pittsburgh. I'm not sure how. They have the ball up 7-6 early in the second quarter. They're down 7-6. My apologies. Third and 4 for Flacco. Fires. Caught by Higgins. First down. Sorry, that's Chase. Gain of about 9. Man, what a stud. When he first caught that, I thought he was going to get a hit 2 yards short. Jags up 7-3. I didn't see how they scored. 13 minutes left before the half, and the Chargers punt it back to them. 7-3, the Chargers. 5-4, the Jags. Pretty good early game. Yeah, just a flat zone read. You had the end crash down, and the other. Panthers looks like the Falcons have first down at about the Carolina 12. Still tied at 7 there. Give it to Jacobs. He bangs it up the middle. I think he's going to be in. Very, very close. Short by only a yard. First play of the second quarter. Giants precarious 7-0 lead. Well, 7-0 lead is very precarious at this point. I got him. It'll be 3rd and goal, about the 2. Okereke makes the play. Pack tried to go fast. Falcons ended up going backwards because of a penalty. So first down was off the board. 2nd and 14 becomes 3rd and 10. Third and goal. Play fake. Willis rolls right. Fires. Is this caught? Oh, man, what a great catch. Good throw, too. The Giants played great defense. That's just better offense. Christian Watson hauls it in, and the Packers are on the board. Willis takes them right down the field after the Love injury, and they get it in. That's a great play. Damn it, I'll take my chances if I'm the Giants on that guy doing that to us. If that guy can catch that and that quarterback can make that throw, you just tip your hat to him. $13:54 to go in the second. And Packers are an extra point away from the tie. Penix on third down fires complete, and it'll be first down at the 12. He's going to get his receiver killed if he throws too many of them like that, but the guy made a really nice play. Josh Allen taking a deep shot. Oh, just overshot his man. Boy, there wasn't much deception or disguise there. The defensive back for Tampa knew it was coming. And the extra point, no good for Green Bay. So it stays 7-6. Bengals have it back. I thought they had to punt it. Was there some sort of a penalty? That or a turnover. They have it at their own 40. Brown. Oh, what a horseshit call. I mean, I'm on the Bengals and I don't even like that call. Roughing on TJ Watt on Flacco? Falcons banging in Bijan Robinson, his second of the day. 7:52 to go in the first half. 13-7 Atlanta. So that's how the Bengal drive gets extended. That's a terrible call. He hitting the quarterback. Taking a shot. Great play by the defensive back to close there. 42 for the Steelers. Chase had a step. Flacco could have put a little more zip on it. That was 3rd and 6, so after the bailout, Bengals still get nothing. They'll have to punt it down 7-6. Touchback by Cincy. Herbert's pass to Allen complete. 3rd and 5 down to the Jacksonville 15. They'll move the sticks. Bills 3rd and 3 here at the Tampa 43. Probably 4-down territory. 3-man rush. Allen buying time. He's bought enough time. He fires it, and it's caught. Who is that, Diggs? Shavers. Touchdown Buffalo, Josh Allen. Shavers, 43 yards. Wow, is that strong. So Jacobs. Yeah, Jacobs was in on the last drive. He's going to the tent, or he's going to the locker room also. Got a shootout brewing in Orchard Park, perhaps. 8:52 to go before the half. The extra point's good. Buffalo 14, Tampa Bay 10. Herbert sacked on 3rd and 10. Back at the 29. Hines Allen. Field goal is good by the Chargers, and they have sliced the Jacksonville lead to 7-6. Dicker the kicker. Field goal for Atlanta is good. Or is that the extra point for the Robinson touchdown? I'm way behind there. 7:52 left to go, 14-7 Atlanta. Bears down 3-0. 13:20 to go in the second. They'll start at their own 26 here. Blitz. Williams gets away. Oh, man, they got to be sick. The defender came off as the left backer, I think, off his right side and untouched. I mean, he was in the backfield before he knew what was happening. Made him miss. 24, corner. It's a good idea to blitz if you know you can get him. He saw him at the last second, was able to spin out of there. Good awareness. So Jacobs a knee. Right, hey, and Young's back in for the Panthers, so no Red Rocket. 14-7, 7:52 left. All right. So Hines Allen has passed Tony Brackens for most sacks in Jacksonville team history. That was what was so historic about the sack earlier. God, that Allen, what a great play. That Shaver's route was just supposed to be something to the outside. And 2.5 seconds after his route was done, Allen was still looking for somewhere to go with it. Shavers just took off down the sideline and ran towards the end zone, and Allen threw it right there and hit him. All improvisational. J-Boo and the G-Men are back out there. 4th and 3. They saying this is an incomplete pass? The ref was right on top of the play. If he called it incomplete on the field, it's going to be tough to overturn it. It looks like it's a catch, and he lost it on the way out of bounds. Obviously, that'll matter when it comes to whether they're going to have a first down or they'll probably have to punt it. Mike Kafka, the former Northwestern quarterback, is the interim head coach there, and the Giants did not challenge and will punt it away. Precarious 7-6 lead over the Pack. Not a good punt. Green Bay has it at their own 41 is where they'll start there. Well, no, they won't because there's a flag. It's against the Packers. They're going to be backed up to their own 19 maybe. Timeout. 12:27 to go in the second. Williams, play fake, fires, complete. Down at the 28 or so to commit, be about 2nd and 3. Bears, their deepest foray into Viking territory today. I don't know if there's something wrong with ETN, but Tootin's getting all the work and the glory today. He just got a 15-yarder. He's already got a touchdown. So, we've reached the hour mark of the Sweat Box today. Thanks for coming in. I'm Rex Byers, your host. Hopefully all is well in your NFL activities today. 7 games in this early window. Let's go ahead and reset the scores while we have a minute here. Bucks going backwards on their next drive against Buffalo. 7-6 Giants lead in the Meadowlands against Green Bay. 12:27 to go in the second. Buffalo 14-10 over the Bucks. 7 and some change to go before the half there. Pittsburgh 7-6 over the Bengals. 9 minutes to go in the first half at Acrisure Field. Tennessee 3-0 over Houston. 9:15 to go in the second. Carolina 14-7 losing at Atlanta. Atlanta 14-7 over Carolina. And they're looking for more. So they're just going to get a stop. It'll be 4th and forever for the Panthers. Clock moving, 5:24 to go there. Not moving anymore after the punt. The Falcons will take over around their own 42. And Chargers field goal against Jacksonville. Now it's 4th and 1, Jags. Toss to the right. How he got it. Chargers missed a couple of tackles. First down, Jags. Tootin again. And that game is 7-6. Jacksonville leads it. 5.5 to go. Clock moving in Jacksonville. So that's where we stand there. They're talking about Love's injury. I'm not sure what the deal is. I guess we're going to find out because the Giants did punt. He's in there. They did something to his shoulder. There's some tape up there and some other shit. Yeah, they've done something. Obviously, they went in there and got his pads off and then did some stuff. Probably gave him a shot of vitamin T. A little Toradol. Dubs, another drop? Is that 2 today? Jeez. Be about 3rd and 5 now for the Pack. Jacksonville opens up the middle of the field and fires it to the tight end, complete. Bucks have scored a touchdown. I missed it. We'll find out in a minute, but it's 17-14. The running back from way downtown, about a 40-yarder it looks like, Tucker. 17-14 Tampa. The track meet continues. 5:37 to go in the first half. Boy, Baker Mayfield's fun to watch. He's running down the field with him. He's the first one to celebrate. Bears play fake on first down, complete for a gain of about 9. Jags 2nd and 2 at about the 8. Motion right, trips right, give to the right. Tootin bangs it to about the 2. This is ETN this time. Sorry, fake news. I'm sure the running back was looking at Mayfield like, what are you doing? How are you the first one here? 2nd and 1, play fake, fire over the middle, incomplete. who was that, to Dunze? Could have been caught, would have been a very tough play to make. 3rd and short. Falcons are into Carolina territory again. They're starting to hum on offense. Touchdowns the last couple of drives. ETN bangs it in, and the Jags have extended the lead. Yeah, lots of eye candy there on that play. In the end, it was just a single wing running back play. Put one more up there than they can block. Packers are in a G-man territory. I missed what happened. 1st down, it's a gain of 2, so about 2nd and 8. Running back Jacobs is still out for Green Bay. First down, Bears. To give us to the back. He's down inside the 10. It'll be 2nd and about 5. Texans first down into field goal range at about the 33 or 32 against Tennessee. Bengals defense is actually playing fairly well, or fairly hard at the very least. Still 7-6 there, 8 minutes to go in the second. Steelers 2nd long in their own territory. Bills big kickoff return again. This one's out past midfield. Bears on 3rd and 4 get a first down. And Love's pass to Dubs is complete, and it's going to be a gain of 9. They'll get a first down. Damn it. Bears are goal to go from the 2. That was a really hard run by the running back for the Bears. Allen's taking a shot on first down. Oh. Took a shot. It was just a little bit too far. Bears have taken the lead in Minnesota. Kyle Monahay. Samuel was the receiver that Allen was looking for. Yeah, I see what the thought process was. He was in David's flat, and then once he started going, David had to go try to play catch up with him in man, because they had already cleared that other side of the zone out. It's good football IQ when you can buy your time like that, and it almost resulted in 2 straight long touchdown passes. In the end, no. Chucking it to the left side, there's nobody there. Not a good pass. Over his head, out of bounds to Shakir, and that's incomplete. It's 3rd and 10. Right around midfield after the start. 4:55 to go in the quarter. The Bears make the extra point. They extend the lead to 7-3. So Young and Love both were injured for a while, but turned out being hurt after both made trips to the locker room. That both are back and active. Rodgers swallowed up in the backfield by the Bengals here. Allen buys time again. Now he's going to run it. God, he's close to the first down. Most quarterbacks would have just given up and slid or run out of bounds. He tried to get as many as he could. Close enough to probably go for it. Now he got about 8. Yeah, 4th and 2. Allen Allen fires, deflected, intercepted. Probably would have been better off if they had dropped it, but picked off, and the Bucs will take over. They have broken serve. 4:23 to go in the half. Tampa 17-14. God damn it. Another first down for Dubs. I'm not surprised. After he had 2 drops, he'll end up having 200 yards today. Touchdown pack, Emmanuel Wilson. This is from 12 yards out here. Begrudgingly, I'll have to admit that was a really nice drive by the Packers. It sucks. I need the Jameis experience back. 4th and 15 from the 39. And Houston will punt. It looked like a pretty good punt. He got down there. If he stayed out of the end zone, this ball's going to be down at the 1. If not, it'll be a touchback. I'm not sure. Vikes down 7-3, trying to answer the Chicago touchdown. 4 minutes to go in the first half. They're out to the 31. Baker Mayfield from the 32. They start this drive after the interception. 4 and some change to go. Bucs would be well served to try to go ahead and score and leave as little time as possible for Allen to work with as the Bills do get the ball to start the second half. Bills are 0-3 this year when Allen has 2+ giveaways. And of course, they're 6-3 on the season. So whatever that means, there's certainly some correlation to turnovers and winning and losing. Flacco on 3rd and 8 dumps it off. Short completion, short gain out to the 22 to Brown. We're getting close enough to halftime here. I'm going to take just a quick break to hit the reset button before all these things come in at once. So real quick, just to chart these if you haven't already, these are the teams that kicked off and will get the ball first. Green Bay, Buffalo, Cincinnati, Tennessee, Chicago, Carolina, Jacksonville. Bear with me. Hang tight. I'll be back in about 2 or 3 minutes. Just a quick break here to reset everything before we get to halftime. G-Men. All right. 3rd and 12, Jameis made something happen. Actually, he didn't. He got the ball to a guy who did make something happen. Giants are into Green Bay territory now, down 13-7. Mayfield's throw to K. Otten is incomplete. 4th and 5 at 1:17 left. Trey Lance in the game for the Chargers. Now what's happening? They're at the 42 and they're Harbaugh. Oh, 20 seconds left. Okay. All right. Jay Boo. Yeah, that was like a 9-yard sneak by Winston. They're going to force Harbaugh's going to call his timeouts, I would guess. At least, yeah, one. He's got 2 left. Young hits McMillan, big gain, and the Panthers are back in business here. About a 50-yard gain to McMillan. Shockingly low-scoring game in Pittsburgh. 7-6 Steelers at their own 7. 141 left in the half. It's going to be, well, at their own 13 now. So 3rd and 4. Bengals have 2 timeouts. Pittsburgh all 3. And the Bengals, I think, just called 1. Steelers 78 yards and a touchdown on their opening drive. The last 3. 56 yards total. Punt, punt, punt. Defense holding up their end of the deal. Okay, Herbert seems fine. I thought I saw Trey Lance's name come up there for some reason. So that'll be the first one that goes in. 7 games. Doesn't look like it's going to be a car crash right now. There'll be some of these things will be spread out a little bit. 2-minute warning in Minnesota. Minute to go in the Falcons. Minute to go in the Titans. Third and 4, and Rodgers scrambles for the first down. I don't remember seeing him do that once all year. I mean, maybe it's happened a couple of times. I'd just forgotten because he's just been so terrified of getting hit. He actually did get touched there. He actually outran most of the defender. He still got it, I guess. If he absolutely has to do it. Bills have it after the punt. Shavers with another catch. First down, Bills, 1:02 to go. He's out of bounds at around their own 30. So let's see what they can try to get out of this mess. Davis Mills. 3rd and 13. Big run. Not enough. 4th and 3 now. They'll have to punt it with 1 minute to go. Still 3-0. All right, Jay Boo throws to the end zone. There is a flag on the G-men. 1st and goal. Jacksonville Chargers, first one to go in, 14-6. Jags kicked. Game ended up closing 2.5 and 3 and 43. Halftime price with the Jags ahead and getting the ball first. Chargers are 1 at Buckeye and a half. It's like Chris also and a half at some other places. I like the Chargers a little bit, not enough to like confidently endorse a play. Total 20 over 15. I agree. No Wembanyama for San Antonio tonight in case anybody cares about the NBA injuries. We got a roughing the passer against the Bucks, so the Bills are out past the 43 now. 55 seconds, all 3 timeouts. First and goal for the G-men. Winston hands it off. Nope. Strung him out, lose a yard. 2 timeouts for each team. Let's see how they deploy them. Now they're in. I'm on a delay on that feed. Red zone feeds faster. Singletary scores, and the Giants, for the second time today, and the Giants are an extra point away from taking the lead. McCarthy's pass to Addison is intercepted by Wright. Another pick. This reminds me of week 1. He looked awful in that game until the second half. Bears take over, up 10-3, 35 seconds to go in the half. Just underthrew it. Third and 5, Buffalo, 45 seconds left at their own 48. Trips left. Now he got motion right. Nope, back to the left. Just trying to read the coverage. Dumps it to the H-back. It's complete. That's a big gain. That's a real big gain. That's a house call. Touchdown, Bills. What great concepts and design. Now you got dancing and faking injuries. Ty Johnson, 55-yarder. That might end up being credited as a carry. And the Bills have taken the lead 20-17, point pending. Todd Bowles looks disgusted over there. 20-17, 36 seconds left in the half. What's happening here with the Steelers? Are they still on the move? I guess so. 34 seconds left. There might be a car crash at halftime. I was thinking that they were going to be staggered a little bit, but not really. Not much doing in the Charger-Jacksonville 14-6 game. Still 9 minutes to go before the second half starts. A half on top for L.A. and 20 the total there. Extra point good for the Bills. 21-17 they lead Tampa Bay. 36 seconds. Bucks are going to try to do something here as Buffalo does get it to start the second half. Extra point is no good for the Giants. God damn. Might have been blocked. I'll see the replay here. No, he just shanked it. Just a straight shank. Not even a hook. Just started it left, and that's it. 13 all. 1:11 to go in the half. Steelers first and 10 at the Bengal 19. Play fake. Rodgers all day. Fires back. Incomplete. Bengals do get the ball at halftime here. Figures the first time these two teams play, they scored about 90 points. This game, they got 13. Nothing else is in yet, and Let's see. Anybody? I guess it looks like this. Yeah, Houston and Tennessee are in at 3-0. No, they're not. I thought they were. Mills 130 yards passing. Ward 79. Neither guy's thrown a touchdown or a pick. Young Ho Koo's the kicker for the Giants. He was just signed. Remember, he kicked for the Falcons earlier this year. It is halftime in Nashville. 3-0. Titans. Carolina kicks a field goal to cut the Atlanta lead to 21-10. 9 seconds left for Penix and the Falcons to operate at their own 31. Steelers try to throw a high-point touchdown pass that is caught but out of the end zone. 3rd and goal to Gainwell. I mean, that number 80 for the Steelers looks like an offensive lineman. How can he possibly play tight end? And I mean, don't get me wrong. I see in his agility. He makes some great plays. It's hard for me to believe a guy that big can move like that, or that even gets the chance to play a tight end. Packers first down out to the 38. I thought there was a hold not called. Clock moving. Green Bay does have 2 timeouts left still. This one's over the middle and incomplete. Dubs again. Okay, 2 of them go in. The Bears, Minnesota also at the half. So that'll be 3 in, 4 out, with all 4 games that are still left to go inside the last minute. So this could turn into a huge bus wreck here of all these games going at the same time. A catastrophic car wreck for the bookmakers who have to try to price these things and get them up and write bets all in a 14-minute span or whatever. The first one that went in between these other 6 games, there's the island game between the Jags and the Chargers, 14-6. Nothing doing there. Half minus money, 1 dog money on Chargers, 20 the total. You've got Houston and Tennessee. There is a 3. There is 3.5. There is 4. These are all dead numbers to an extent, but it's the NFL and the games can end a tie. So they're not dead. It's just they're, the Superbook actually getting cute with the 2.5 out there, which I don't necessarily hate. I would rather use 3 just to ensure yourself. You're going to get the bets you want probably anyways at 3. I would use 3.5 dog money actually is how I would do it. I'd want them to bet on Houston minus 3.5 and give them a better juice. No opinion, by the way, here. 17, the total 17.5 also exists. It opened as high as 19.5. That's absurd. Under in that game I thought was great to begin with. It was 37.5 for the game, which would make the second half number. 17.5 is almost too high. No, I shouldn't say that. I mean, but after what you've watched, you really want to need that? I can't. Boswell's field goal for the Steelers is good. They had the ball for a good. They ran a ton of plays and not a lot of time. Give them credit for that. 10-6. 10 seconds left. Bills up 21-17. Bucks have it with 6 seconds left. First down there. Packers turned over. I didn't see what happened. That's the first one of the game for either team. 30 seconds left for the Giants. They have the ball. Bears up 10-3 at the in downtown Minneapolis. 2.5 the Vikings and 23 the total. No real thoughts. I like the Vikings some, but they've been sloppy. Sort of a must-win game, and they haven't shown the sense of urgency they needed to try to win it. Bears have been a hot team. It is what it is. Let's see. So those 3 are still in. Chargers, Jacksonville, Chicago, Minnesota, Houston, Tennessee. The other 4 are not yet, but they're all on top of each other. Going to end up being a car crash. Bills call timeout with 5 seconds left. Or no, sorry. But the Bucks threw a pass, incomplete. Well, 6-yard gain, but out of bounds, 5 seconds left. They're going to kick a field goal. McLaughlin has made a 23-yarder already. He's going to try to cut this deficit to 1. Next game at the half, the Bengals in Pittsburgh, 10-6 at the break. Bengals get the ball first. Another team who had struggled after the opening drive. Steelers put it together on that last drive after 3 straight punts. Oh, the field goal's blocked. Bills came off the right side of Tampa, their left side, and got there. There is a flag down. They might have gotten there to block it because they were cheating. It looks like Rousseau was one of multiple guys, maybe offsides. Defensive holding. Wait a minute. Defensive holding is an automatic first down. No? The idea is good. It's cheating. It's just a little bit of cheating. They're going to get a chance to kick it again. So the that interception that Green Bay threw evidently was called down by contact because Green Bay did punt it back to the Giants. 20 seconds for Winston to work from his own 28. I don't know if they'll let him or not. I'd like to at least let him have a chance to throw it downfield. Don't let him throw a pick in his own territory, but at least let him get a chance to chuck it to one of these receivers. Field goal by the Bucks is good, and because of the penalty, that ended up being the last play of the half. So it's 21-20 Buffalo at the break. Carolina, Atlanta has gone in as well. Let's do the Pittsburgh, Cincinnati first. Steelers are laying 2, some 2.5 out there. I disagree with that. I think Cincinnati's right. I think they still win the game, and I think +2 is a really good bet, and +2.5 is a great bet. I would actually, if I were booking this, I would have it no higher than 1.5. 22.5 the total. No real thoughts there. You have to think over. It's just the squarest thought process of possible, but it is what it is, right? Nope, they didn't let Winston do anything. 13-all at the break at the Meadowlands. That'll be halftime in all the games now. The third quarter's underway. I take it back. I'm fake news. In Jacksonville, the Jags have it already out past midfield. Big play. Is this that Tootin again? Yep, down to the 40. So, into the third quarter, it's Jags 14-6 with the ball against the Chargers. The other 6 games are all at the break. Let's quickly go through them from the top. No, let's not do it from the top. Let's do it from the time that they're going to come out because we have at least 5 minutes left in all of them. So we got a good 5-minute window here for some second half stuff. You got it's 3-0 Tennessee over Houston at home. The Titans in this game were a 5-point dog, 37.5 the total. Halftime price, Houston down by 3. They're laying 3.5, basically. There is some 3. Remember, the 3 can't fall in the NFL. It can't be a tie. 17 the total, 17 over 15. There's some 18.5 and 19.5 and 19 under a ton. There's also some 16.5 over 30 at Bet Online. But a lot of 17 under on the total. Chicago and Minnesota, it's 1.5, 2. Vikings up to as high as 2.5 at a couple spots. 2's basically the number 23. Let's see. You've got, let me clear the mechanism here one more time. You've got Cincinnati, Pittsburgh. The Steelers are laying 2 and 22.5. There is a 2.5 out there at Buckeye. I like the Bengals at +2 or better. Chicago and Minnesota, 1.5, 2. There is, I'm sorry, Carolina, Atlanta is next. Falcons up 21-10 against Carolina at home. Carolina gets the ball first in the second half there. I got to do a better job. Half the dog 20 on Atlanta, 21 flat is the consensus number. There's some 20.5 over out there as well. And then the last two are Tampa, Buffalo, Bills, 3.5 and 4 and 23.5 the total. No opinion. Lean Buffalo. Don't like them. They don't have to win this game. And Green Bay and the Giants tied at 13. 4.5 on Green Bay. That seems excessive and absurd. Packers do get the ball first, and that's probably the reason why 4.5s are out there. That just to me seems way too high. 20.5 the total. 20.5 over 15 is out there as well. So that's that. Teams that kicked: Green Bay, Buffalo, Cincinnati, Tennessee, Chicago, Carolina. In order of rotation. We'll also do the rotation number in order one more time here as these games. There's actually a little bit of symmetry the way they're going to go out. Houston, Tennessee, and Chicago, Minnesota are very close to the same time. Bengals, Pittsburgh, and Carolina, Atlanta also close to the same time. And Giants, Green Bay, Tampa Bay, Buffalo also very close to the same time. My eyeballs will see it differently because I've got the Tampa Bay Buffalo game on the fast feed. So that's where things stand. In order of rotation, let's go ahead and run this down one more time here. 13 all Green Bay Giants. Green Bay 4.5, 20.5 the total. Tampa Bay and Buffalo 21-20. The Bills lead that one. They get the ball first. 4, some 3.5s out there as well. 23.5 under. 23.5 flat as well. Pittsburgh 10-6 over the Bengals. 2 points. Pittsburgh laying at halftime. Cincinnati, my favorite bet in the second half. If you can take 2.5, it's a great bet. Take 2, it's still a really good bet. Or even up to 2 minus 0.5 is available at a couple places. 22.5, 22 the totals. Houston and Tennessee about ready to start. 3-0 in Nashville. Tennessee leads at Houston laying at 3.5. There is 4-20 out there. $4 out there. So all kinds of different prices that are getting close to a tie game here in this one. 17, the consensus total at this point. Chicago, Minnesota, 10-3. Bears lead it. Bears did kick. And 1.5 Minnesota, 22.5, 23 the total. I do like the Vikings somewhat, especially at the 1.5 level. Or you could lay up to 2.5 at plus 0.7 at Amapola, which I like that too. Games don't fall 5 enough to make that matter so much. So you can skip the 2 and get the better juice. Carolina, Atlanta, 21-10. Falcons, Carolina kicked. And halftime price Atlanta half, the dog a quarter, dog 20, dog 15, 21 flat. I do lean Carolina. So a lean to Carolina, like the Vikings, like the Bengals. No real thoughts on any of the totals. And those are the ways I'd go about these halftimes. For the second halves, we'll talk about live stuff a little bit later. But like I say, in this window of games, that looks like the 3 best plays in order. Bengals, my favorite, plus 2.5. You could also take 2 flat or better, and it would be for the same, a pretty medium to big play. Minnesota, minus 1.5 against the Bears. I would lay up to 2.5 plus 0.6 or 0.7 at Amapola Pinnacle. The half point, the whole point there doesn't matter. You're looking to get a better juice. It's not worth anything close to 20 cents total to get through the 5. And Carolina, Atlanta, do lean Carolina. On the money line would be an okay bet. If you could take the extra half point, probably not a bad idea. If you only have to lay 20 cents the most, plus a half minus 120 or better, and that would be a small play. So 3 looks in this halftime window. I will not put them in the chat. And with second half's about to go everywhere, let me see. We got a TV glitch up here with one of the boxes. We got the 3rd and goal for the Jags. They fire to the end zone. It's incomplete, but here comes a flag on the Chargers. I'm not sure that's the right call. They do call it. I didn't like that. As someone who's actually rooting for Jacksonville a little bit, I don't like that call at all. All right. We are underway in Jacksonville. The Jags are in. It's 21-6, the extra point good. 7:50 off the clock. This is the Trevor Lawrence statement game, probably. He's really had a rough go of it and been really lit up a lot by some critics. He actually kept on a draw himself that time and ran it in from the 1. Jags up 21-6. Underway in Atlanta, 21-10. The Falcons early 3rd against Carolina. 10-3 Bears underway early in the 3rd at Minnesota. 3-0 Tennessee. The ball has been kicked. It looks like the Titans are on the move, up 3-0 early in the 3rd. The other 3 games all in still. Cincinnati-Pittsburgh will be the first one out. That's shortly. And then Green Bay Giants, Tampa Bay Buffalo will be about the same time. You've got my information. You've got my thoughts here. We'll see how things play out. Pittsburgh in the second half. Cincinnati, plus the 2.5. My favorite play, Minnesota, I also like. And then Carolina, Atlanta, Carolina, very small. 3 thoughts, but Bengals and Minnesota, the 2 that I like a little bit better. Cincinnati, I like the best. Okay, I'll let you get back to it. In the meantime, break time over here. I'll fire up the odds screen, let you guys look at that for a bit, and I'll check back in sometime before kickoff as we get a little bit later in the afternoon. It's 2:43 Eastern here on the Sweatbox. I am your host, Rex Byers. Thanks for checking it out. We'll be back to sweat these early games out. We'll get right back in the Sweatbox sometime within the next hour, see how they finish, and be ready to discuss the 2 games at 4:05 Eastern, 2 games at 4:25 Eastern. Go over the lines and some thoughts on those games as well. Talk to you guys soon. Good luck. Sweat it out. Wow. Colossal blunder. 4th and 1 for the Panthers, and Young tripped as the ball was snapped. Turnover on downs. The Falcons will take over at the Carolina 42 with 3:08 left. Both teams have all 3 timeouts left. Let's reset everything here. The mechanism gets all flipped, scripted, unseated. It's Katie bar the door here. Chargers and Jacksonville final 35-6. The Jags have won it. The other 6 games are all in progress, and they're all one-score games. Amazingly enough, none of them are tied. Green Bay leads the Giants 27-20. Buffalo leads Tampa 37-32. Pittsburgh over Cincinnati 20-12. Houston over Tennessee 13-6. Bears over Minnesota 16-10. And Atlanta 21-19 over Carolina, as I just mentioned. Big play Steelers, Gainwell. The Bengal defense allowing Mason Rudolph to complete 3rd and 17, 3rd and 17, 3rd and 11 on this drive to a back for a first down. Those are just horse-crippling plays. And the defense, to be fair, has been really good today for the Bengals based on, what it's been before today. Titans on the move against Houston. They're in the red zone. Cam Ward has led his team into a position where they can tie the game. Vikings on the move. 1:05 left, clock moving. I'm on a delayed feed there, not by a lot, though. This Tennessee guy got behind the defensive back, caught it at about the 5. Bears game, 56 seconds left. Vikings are in. Titans are in. Minnesota will kick an extra point for the chance to take the lead. And Tennessee will have an extra point to have a chance to tie. G-Men down by a touchdown. Jameis trying to get the Giants inside all numbers and have a chance to win it. Addison's touchdown for the Vikings. 50 seconds left, 5-0. Giants bang away for a first down. It's inside the 2-minute warning now. Packers with 2 timeouts left. Giants first down inside the red zone. The pass to him is incomplete. Clock did go all the way down to 1:17 after all that. Extra point is good. Vikings by 1. We got a Pittsburgh touchdown. Gainwell in for 9 yards. 3:40 left, 5 yards. 26-12 Steelers. Extra point for Titans. Good. 13-all, 135 left there. Third and 6, Jameis back. 4-man rush, fires. Intercepted. Packers are going to win at 27-20. 11 plays, 95 yards, 3:22 off the clock. Jefferson's 4-yard touchdown pass. Giants have all their timeouts left. 36 seconds left. Yeah, it's tough to know whether the receiver was at fault there or Jameis. Here's the kick to the Bears. Big return. If there's no flags, then that's a huge return all the way into Minnesota territory. 42 seconds left. Duvernay's taking it down to where the Bears are only need about 15 yards to get a field goal. The Minnesota coach is letting the special teams coach have it. Not surprising. Joe Davis and Greg Olsen about to start on Fox with Seahawks-Rams. Have to see who kicks there. I'm going to have to fix my TVs as well. This is a horrific job by me. What else is going at the top of the hour? 49ers Cardinals. Let's see if I can thread the needle here. Nope. Oh, boy. It's getting away. Josh Allen is in again. Is that another rushing touchdown? It is. 43-32 Bills, 2:35 left. Wow, and the Vikings make a play. 33 seconds left there. Did they call timeout? I think they did. Packers 2nd and 8 in the process of trying to run it out. There's a run for about 4, maybe 5. 26 seconds timeout. Darryl Johnson and Kevin Kugler on the call in Glendale. Niners on the road there. Buffalo kicks the extra point, 44-32, 2:35 left. Third and 8 for the Bears from the 38. Santos doesn't have the range, I don't think. Huge play. Vikings are out of timeouts. Give it to Swift. He gets about 7. Is there a flag? No flag. Looks like Nico Collins has made a toe-tapping type catch on the sideline for a first down for Houston. This Bears is going to be 4th and 1, less than 1. It's going to be about a 40. If they kick it, it'll be about a 48-yarder. They're going to let the clock run all the way down. They are going to kick it. This field goal from the Falcons is good. It puts the game on 5. Certainly a bad result for some. 24-19. This Pittsburgh-Cincinnati game is going to somehow go over the total after all this bullshit. If they call it a scoop and score off a fumble that makes it 34-12. Packers have to punt at 21 seconds left. Let's see what happens here. The Giants, it's a bomb. Absolute missile. Caught at the 20. Santos' kick at the gun is good, and the Bears have won it 19-17. Giants will have 10 seconds left. This Green Bay punter just absolutely torpedoed one. Jameis has 10 seconds to work with. That'll do it. Packers win at 27-20. Bears 19-17. crippling loss for the Vikings. They fall to 4-6 now, and the Bears are 7-3 somehow. Jameis tried to take a Hail Mary, was stripped by Micah Parsons of all people, of course. Mayfield's pass is incomplete, 44-32 there. Ball is on the tee in Los Angeles. Seahawks are wearing white, therefore they're the ones that are kicking here, it looks like. The other two teams are also playing, about to start as well. 49ers, Cardinals in the division. What are they reviewing? There's 1 second left. Winston's pass was incomplete and not a fumble. Call stands. Okay, that's it. Texans will have a field goal. 2 seconds left. 3rd and 2. It's pretty much a chip shot. $36 yards. Underway, the Rams are wearing their old 2000. Oh, these are really sick uniforms. Are they wearing black? And it's super dark navy if not. Bryce Young, 4th and 4. Pass complete. First down out past midfield, and the Panthers are in business. Down 5. They did count that scoop and score on the Bengals for the touchdown for Pittsburgh, 34-12. The kick will win it for Houston at Tennessee. Here we go. It is from 35. Snap, down, up. Right down the middle. Texans are 5-5. First time to 500 all season. Matthew Wright, 3 for 3 today. 41, 43, and 35. Rams, big play on the ground, taking it inside the 20 for the Seahawks. You'll hear Scott Hansen talk to you about that on Red Zone shortly. Christian McCaffrey, touchdown for the Niners. I don't even know how this happened. The game just started. Panthers in. Rico Dowdle from the 38-yard line. This will give Carolina the lead for the first time today, I believe. Shotgun trips right. Dowdle off to the left. It was just a quick screen. They brought tons of pressure. He caught it. Broke a tackle. 10. He might be out of bounds. If not, it's a touchdown. The McCaffrey touchdown had to be on one of the first plays of scrimmage. There's only 16 seconds off the clock. One-yard touchdown run. I don't even know what happened. I don't know. I don't know what happened. It had to be a fumbled kickoff. The Niners kicked. Red Zone will get us up to speed at some point. They're going to take this touchdown off the board. His foot's on the line. I didn't see what happened in the Arizona Niner game. I'm really curious how they got the ball down there so fast without, and there was a 1 yard touchdown run. Literally a one play, 1 yard touchdown drive. Had to be something on the kickoff. Out of bounds the 10. So with 1:20 left, the Falcons have all three timeouts left. But now the clock will work against them as the Panthers only have one and they can work on the clock if they want. Okay, it was a big kickoff return. Down to the 1. So the Arizona kicked. Bucks have turned it over. Bills 44-32. They're going to run it out, up by 12. They'll go to 7-3. Bucks to 6-4. Cardinals. First down, they run it, no chance. Immediately stopped, and the Falcons immediately will call timeout. I can understand why they. Oh, wait a minute. They may have. He looked like he made a challenge. Baltimore, Cleveland about to go. In Cleveland, the Ravens laying 7.5-ish, 38 the total. Kansas City, Denver as well. The national CBS game. Chiefs 4, 45.5. Passes incomplete by Young. Looking to the end zone, 3rd and goal. And now there's only 1:15 left. Might be 3rd and 10 at the 11 or 10.5. I'm here, but not here for just about 90 seconds. I have no idea how Ted McMillan can get that wide open for Carolina in that situation. No clue. They also go for two to Coker and get it. And now it's 27-24. Panthers lead the Falcons. Statistically wise and fantasy wise, this is Bryce Young's best game in the NFL. He's thrown for, got to be closer to 400 yards than 300 at this point. Bills will punt it back to Tampa. 39 seconds left. The Bucs have it at their own 19. Touchdown could get them in the back door. The Pittsburgh-Cincinnati game is final. Steelers 34-12. It does stay under, which it never had a chance to go over if it would have been a travesty and a tragedy, depending on who had under. Forgot to put the graphic fix. Forgive my technical impotence. Oh, we got a pick. Back throw. Oh, boy. That's not Sam Darnold's best work there, and the Rams are in business. So after they got stopped, they get it right back, and they take it away, and now they have goal to go here. 10:48 to go in the first. Still no score in L.A. Falcons. Pretty big return, it looks like, on the kick. Out to about the 45. First down, Atlanta into Carolina territory. Cousins, the quarterback here, is Penix has been out since the third quarter. Oh, wow, the Bucs are calling it. They're not even going to try to do anything. They take a knee, and that's it. 44-32 Buffalo, the final. Bucs do not try to get in the back door. A little bit of controversy, I think, there. I mean, you're down 12, no timeouts. I mean, do you not try to score real quick? I think maybe 11's the number. At 11, you have to, you can get into field goal range and kick a bomb and then onside kick and then Hail Mary. 12, maybe too big of a road to cross. A lot of respect between the coaches there. Had a good embrace at the end. Bills win it by 12. Game goes over. Allen, monster effort. Rams, 3rd and goal at the 1. They had 2nd and goal inside the 1. They get nothing. Corum, the ball carrier. We got a incomplete pass by the Falcons. 30 seconds left, down 3. They've got 2 timeouts. Panthers have 1. 7 minutes to kick in Cleveland and Denver. CBS games. Cousins' pass is complete for about 7. Middle of the field clock will stop on a timeout by Atlanta. They have 1 left, 26 seconds to work with. Fourth and goal at the 1. The Rams are going for it. Now they call timeout. Stafford didn't like what he had to see there. This Seattle defense is a fucker. Jeez. I mean, they are getting a sniff down there. I mean, the hell of the drive was started off of a monster kick return, the first one. Then they've ran, I don't know how many, 12 plays, and all on this side of the field, and they're only averaging about, 3 yards a play. I mean, I'm sorry. If I'm the Rams, I'm still going for it. You're in the dick line here for the second time in a row. Find a way to bang this thing in. Incomplete pass, so now it's 4th and 4. 21 seconds left for Atlanta. Gonzalez is in to try to tie it up. This one, did it dink in? I think it might have hit the bar and went in. $27-all, 16 seconds left. No, it didn't dink. He made it by a full foot. Well, 6 inches. Rams did get in. 7-all Rams. 8:38 to go in the first. Niners. 13-0 point pending. That's Kittle. And he's in 14-0 Niners. Purdy to Kittle, 9:51 to go in the first. It's a good problem to have when you have Mac Jones as your backup. He's played admirably, but make no mistake that Brock Purdy is the man, and he's the guy that should be starting there in Frisco. Of course, we didn't see it on the first drive. They only went 1 yard. But 3 for 4 there. Touchdown pass. Cool as a cucumber. Right down the field. All right, 11 seconds left for the Panthers to try to do anything. They have 1 timeout left. They may not try. We may get our second overtime of the day. The kickoff was run back to the 27, which wasted 5 seconds. But, kickoffs are a big part of this. The Bears kick return in Minnesota won them the game. The Bills today had 3 kickoff returns out to midfield or further that I watched. They take a knee, 27-all. We'll go to overtime. Let's see. I need to go to set up Baltimore and Cleveland over here. I will do that now. All right. Coin toss time in Denver. 5-4 Chiefs against 8-2 Broncos. Nance and Romo on the call there. So Carolina wins the toss and chooses to kick to the Falcons. I don't agree with it. I understand it. Pacheco out for the Chiefs today. J.K. Dobbins out for the season for Denver. Tracy the Wolf Wolfson reporting. Chiefs are going to kick it. Underway, Bo Nix takes the snap, and he's immediately sacked, loss of 7. .44 in Cleveland, cloudy and windy, gusts up to 35 today on the lake. Carolina won the toss and kicked to the Falcons. 27-all as overtime starts. Couple of chats going on here. Forgive my slowness. Rams and Cleveland are underway. Sorry, the Ravens and Cleveland are underway. The Ravens kicked. I'm actually going to call this. Aaron's to run. We haven't hyped the chat yet. I've told you about what's coming up in the not too distant future. Still on the fence about a couple of jobs I'm waiting on. So it's kind of keeping this thing from being as popular as I want it to be, because I really don't want to commit to it all in and then get a full-time job as well. So hopefully you understand. The teams that kicked today in the late window: Seattle, Arizona, Baltimore, and Kansas City. Lions and the Eagles playing out on NBC. Cowboys, Raiders tomorrow. I'm questionable to be around tomorrow night for that one. We'll see. I'm have an invitation to go to the game, and I'm leaning towards not making the 4-mile trip just because of my complete disinterest in both teams. Arizona does drive and take it in. First, it's Bam Knight, touchdown for the Cardinals, 13-6, point pending, 4:56 to go in the first there. And Falcons on 3rd and 11 have thrown it. I think it's incomplete. It is. They're going to have to punt. Cousins, nothing doing on the first drive. Carolina kicks, and it works out. If it's a 15-minute quarter, I think kicking is probably the right move with the new rules. in a 10-minute quarter, I just don't see it. I feel like it's way too difficult to get the ball back a second time if the other team scores and you score, whether it be 3 or 6. The problem is that a lot of these teams, if they score a touchdown, they're going to go for 2 if they have the ball second. Team that goes first usually will kick. I think if the other team kicked it to me and I scored a touchdown, I'd try to go for 2 and run right up their ass immediately. That's me. Anyways, Broncos on the move inside the red zone. And you guys can fend for yourself the rest of the way. Appreciate you checking me out here on the Sweatbox. I am Rex Byers, your host. Look forward to checking you out sometime in the coming days. Tomorrow, questionable. Certainly will be around next weekend. Next Thursday, probable. We'll just go from there. We'll see how it goes. Wish you all well the rest of the day. Take care. Peace and love. All the best. Same stuff. And, good luck the rest of the way in your own Sweatbox.